Hey everyone, so just a little heads up before we begin. In this ASMR journey we go on in our baking video, there are some noises in there that aren't quite relaxing. Some might even say they're not so fun. So just a heads up. I wouldn't try to sleep to this, but if you want to see a guy figuring out, one, how to bake, and two, how to make ASMR noises for you, go on an adventure with me, then this is the video for you. I hope you stick around. So today on my ASMR channel, we're going to be making banana nut bread. And you should know, between the two of us, this is the second time we're filming this because we forgot to hit record the first time. I don't think I've actually ever had this happen, and I've been doing this for like 3 or 4 years. Like, I've had a camera not focus, but not recording. We were recording for an hour and a half, but everything's fine. Everything will be fine. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay. My assistant in the room right now is covering their face because they may have been involved in that debacle. It's fine. Anyway, I'm going to be trying to stay locked in. Okay. So our first step is going to be to grease this pan. Now, the last time I did it, it sounded like Niagara Falls erupting in my eardrums. And I think it's going to do it again. So I'm not going to talk during this. And then my editor can lower the volume so I don't rudely awaken you from this facade of ASMR. Okay. Not as bad as last time. Still a little violent for my tastes. So now that this is sprayed, we can set it aside, and we're gonna have to set the oven preheated to 350, and we're gonna chop a ½ cup of pecans, or I think it's walnuts, and then we will roast them after we chop them. Okay, I'm gonna do that now. Okay, so, I should do that again, so you can hear it. Alright, people who crave the sound of plastic in their ears, here's me opening this. I can't imagine that being satisfying, but if it was for you, cheers. Now we have to measure up a ½ cup of walnuts, pecans, it's pecans. I kind of like that noise. Like, obviously these aren't wood, but it's kind of like wood on wood, sort of. I'll take that. Okay, so next we have to chop them up, and from the previous video, wait for the plastic people. Yeah, again, I can't imagine you actually enjoy that, but for the previous video, I noticed that pecans are very fun to slice. They're like so easy to slice. Okay, that first example wasn't good, but like kind of nice. And I'm gonna chop through these, and we have a secondary cam here. And if my editor does his job, I made sure not to point with this. I might get in trouble for that. If my editor does his job, then maybe we'll have some like secondary footage, and that would be neat. So I gotta like angle so you can see it. Okay, so now that I'm playing to the camera with my devilishly good chopping skills, I honed these skills in a mighty battle against hunger when I was in college. I would make myself breakfast, and when I first started, would chop up a sweet onion and some bell peppers and even some spinach using this very motion. The one cooking skill I kind of have is specifically this, nothing else. If I even touch a faucet, I sometimes suddenly combust into flames. It's a rare medical condition, my doctor said, but I'll probably live, provided I can find some gasoline. So yeah, water lights me on fire, gas puts me out. I take too many improv classes. I don't think that makes any sense at all. But that's okay. The pecans are starting to come along. But I think, yeah, of the banana making experience. Nope, that's the wrong thing. I am not a tree. I don't make bananas. Banana bread making experience. Chopping the walnuts has to be one of the more satisfying because the sound is pretty good. Okay, I'll do the thing. I'll lower the mic to it. Just so you know what it sounds like. Okay, listen. You listening? Pretty good, right? Okay, back up you go. Okay. My assistant is motioning to me that my collar has shifted. Thank you. You're getting a raise next Christmas. You get to feed your family. Congratulations. You win the Hunger Games. Speaking of, I heard there's a new book. And my friend tried me to read it. So when I am stuck in the Atlanta traffic for, I don't know, 2 to 3 business days, I can get through plenty of the chapters. It goes over our good friend Hamish, that handsome rebel fellow him. And them releasing a Hunger Games book around now is, I'm sure, no deeper meaning that we have to look into whatsoever. But you know, to those who know, you know. Alright, so these are chopped. And once the oven is ready, it's currently at 240 degrees to get to 350. And, you know, some people be like, well, wouldn't you prepare it beforehand so that it was heated up? And, okay, just because we filmed this already, should have had the forethought, doesn't mean we actually did it. It means that we, like, okay, we forgot. There's nothing fancier than, we forgot. So our next step is to put 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. We have gluten-free bread flour because I wanted to be able to actually eat it. I don't know if you know this, but gluten is an archangel's worst nemesis, so you gotta be careful about the glutens. And I'm sure the YouTube channel has no idea what I'm talking about. Okay, so I started off as a streamer. My name was Shallelujah, and I'm like, that's kind of angelic. And I was like, what if I was a demigod? I'm like, well, that's a little cocky. You don't want to be a deity. So then I'm like, okay, maybe an archangel. I'm comfortable with that. The top of the angels. Okay, so 1.5 cups of flour. Shout out Scotty K Fitness in the bowl. And that's 1/2. That's 3/4 in the bowl. That's 1 cup in the bowl. 1 1/4 in the bowl. I'll stop. And last one in the bowl. Okay, so that's done. I now stare at my assistant intently, and she wonders to herself, am I supposed to talk here and give him the next step? Or am I supposed to just sit here while he punishes? That's a strong word. While he, that's another strong word. Messes with me. The next step. By the way, hi, I'm sure we jump cut here, because like my assistant rudely talked, like, come on, what did I need? The instructions for the next ingredient. I did. Okay. So it's 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda. In the last video, I said baking powder. And so we just lied and said the next one was baking soda, but it was baking powder. But those lies don't even exist because we didn't film it. So it doesn't matter. Okay. This is a tablespoon, so that's like 3/4. All right. Okay, anyway, in the bowl, now that the oven is preheated, I'm going to take our pecans and put them in the oven. I'll be right back. I'll miss you though, but will you miss me? Okay. totes lied to you. I wanted to show you this cool little shot. You ready? In the pan. Okay, now they have to go in the oven. I will see you in 7 minutes. Okay, just lied to you. I'm probably gonna film stuff while it's in there, but like, the next step, thank you, assistant, is 3/4 teaspoon baking powder, which thankfully doesn't come in a sadistic cardboard box that is impossible to fit this thing in. And I tried the but it didn't help. Okay. We're gonna go with that's right. Okay. 3/4 teaspoon baking powder in the bowl. Okay. Ooh. Oh, you know what? Let me do some actual ASMR. Okay. I feel like that's not rhythmic enough. I was doing this on a water bottle earlier. That's good. Secondary cam. You guessed it. It's another 3/4 teaspoon. Oh, he brings over the measuring spoon. He pours in the salt, and the crowd goes mild. I think that's about 3/4. Secondary cam, is that 3/4 to you? Because it's one. You don't know, shoot. Secondary cam. Okay, in the bowl. Now it's time for a cat's favorite facial activity and this thing. Whiskers. Nah. I like to mix things up. Someone said in one of my videos that I was cursed to be an ASMRist, but should have been a stand-up comedian, and I'd like to apologize to them for this very poor showing today. Jokes aren't quite there. They were a lot funnier in the first time I filmed doing this. But now you get a new artistic appreciation. It's the pain in my heart, the sorrow. It's a different form of expression. But they're all good, you know? Who needs joy when you have sadness? All whisked. Okay. Now, excitingly, for your crinkly plastic fans. Okay. I thought this was going to be annoying and abrasive, but on these mics, almost white noise-esque. I don't hate it. I think... No, I don't want to I don't know if rubbing a banana on camera is the best thing to do here, but like, I didn't mean anything by it. It's fine. It's fine, okay? I will say, crinkly plastic fans, this is a W for you. Produce bag, I give it like a 7 out of 10. 7.5. I'm generous. Ooh, this will be good. Oh, let's go. So before I decided to make ASMR, which I knew ever since I was born I was meant for, because I never shut the up. But before I started doing this, I don't think I appreciated sounds all that much. But now I can see it. And I get it. Like, this is why my partners wanted me to listen to them more when they talk. It's because, like, there's so much joy in listening to sounds. That's probably what they meant. Not the emotional validation they craved. Or whatever they said. Anyway. Now to peel these bananas in the most chill way possible. God damn, that's good. I mean, gosh heck. Please don't lower my CPMs. I'm a good boy. Banana time is temporarily rescheduled to a few moments from now while I get the pecans out of the oven. Please stand by. As you can see, our pecans are nice and roasted. What do you think, second cam? Do you like them? These. Okay. One sec. Back to our delightful banana time activity. Thank you to our sponsors. We don't have any. Oh, we're doing right side. Let's do that side. What did you say to me, banana? Perish. No, my banana family. My assistant motioned that my collar was off. What? Because they're good at their job. Well, whatever. Oh, that's the best. And I ripped my pants. I wonder how many my bananas. Nope, that wasn't the words I wanted to say. How many bananas my editor will leave in. Because we got 3 more after this. Oh, okay, ready? This is what I do to my enemies when they're rude. And then I puke them alive. Okay, it's maybe a little graphic. That's fine. Okay. That's enough peeling. I had fun, though. I hope you had fun. We like to have fun here. We like to get a little silly. Okay, so in my first video, people commented. That's good stuff. People commented they liked this silly element, which is sorely lacking in ASMR. Why? Because some people want to relax and unwind. No. I lure you in with the promise of sultry, dulcet tones, and then I banana you. And you will say thank you. Thank you, Archangel Shallelujah. You're welcome. I do this with love. That was its kneecap. It didn't pay me its money on time. What a naughty banana. How was that, editor? Was that 3 minutes of banana improv? You can leave this in, Mr. Editor. Wait. Oh. I have seen it written in the sacred tomes. Ah, yes. The banana exfoliation. I'm gonna break out because of this. I can feel it. I don't have the blue bottle, but like, imagine. Just wait. It was meant to be. No, okay. Resist the impulses. Resist the whispers. Please stand by while I remove the evidence. So our next task is for me to take this whisk and to smash all these bananas. Now, I know what you're thinking. Metal on metal? Rapidly? How's that gonna sound nice? And here's the secret. It's not. It's gonna sound bad. But we're gonna lower the decibels so that your ears don't bleed. Because we're nice like that. So my editor and I discussed and we determined that the whisking is so incredibly horrendous that we're just gonna dub over it. And so instead you're getting me saying whisk noise. It reminds me of the sounds of battle, swords clanging together. Whisk noise. Banana guts everywhere. Whisk noise. Fond memories. Whisk noise. Whisk noise. Whisk noise. Okay. Now that it's all mashed up. Oh, this is probably good for a second cam. No, but we need the audio. We need the audio. I'm so sorry. That was so rude of me. Okay. It's gotta not be metal. Alright, chat. I'm gonna do something a little intense for you. I'm gonna stick my hands in there and we're gonna make little squishy sounds. And my editor loves those squishy sounds. But, sorry, my assistant. But I don't know if she'll like my nail sticking into the food we're about to eat. And you know what? C'est la vie. Give me a second while I make sure my nails are very clean. I knew like this would be great for second cam, but I'm afraid to move second cam. Should I do it anyway? No. I'm just gonna look you in the eyes as I make this goopy noise. My assistant is wincing. Okay, I'm gonna admit, not the noises I expected, and I'm afraid to get them too close to the mics. She looks like she's gonna get sick. When I was younger, I wanted to maybe be the president, or at least be the governor or something. And now this is what I'm doing with my life. On the bright side, I can assure you these bananas are not mixed up enough. They are not mashed. It's okay though. I don't regret my decisions because I wouldn't know what this was like without it. But I don't know if the payoff was quite worth digging my nails into this food. Okay. Now, if this was a different site, but alas, I cannot say the words that I would like to say because I want to keep my CPMs up and be brand friendly. So you just have to look at it and think things, and I'll think things, and that's fine. Everything's fine. How do I do this not too inappropriately? Like this. Shockingly like bananas. So, fun development. The camera randomly just shut off, which is normally fine. I'm okay with the camera shutting off. Take your time, get your rest in. The problem is, it didn't save any of the footage. And so, I was about to... trying to think of the YouTube safe way to describe this. You can imagine the words I was trying to look for here. And then I remembered, I was recording it additionally in OBS this time. So it's fine. I will see 29 years of life. Okay, I'm 28. You understand what I'm saying here? Okay, anyway, it's fine. Everything is fine. Everything is so chill. But potentially the previous time when we didn't have footage, that's what happened. So my camera has this fun little quirk where it turns off and then doesn't save the footage. So we can all go, ha ha ha. That's fantastic and definitely a feature, not a bug for a camera. Back to our regular scheduled content. We're gonna put 1/4 cup of sour cream into our freshly hand-mashed bananas. You know, hand-mashed bananas are a delicacy. I think in this kitchen, it was a tradition established long ago, approximately 15 minutes ago, and it's been passed down from moment in time to moment in time, and here we are, still trucking along. Okay, next we're going to put our 1 and then 2 tablespoons of sour cream. Perfect. You have been banana creamed. Let's go. For our next trick, we're gonna put, wait, I'm sorry. This is not gonna go well for me. I knew, but I went anyway. Alright. That's what they say, shoot for the moon. And if you miss, you might pour vanilla extract all over your kitchen. Perfect. Exactly where I wanted it, on the floor. Alright. The next thing we're putting on is, I'll be honest, 1.5 teaspoons. It's supposed to be 3/4. I got a little messy of banana stuff that I was afraid to show on cam. But it's banana stuff. Okay. Perfect. Okay, and then I believe it is 2 eggs. I look my assistant in the eye as they nod to me. And I'm going to attempt this for the second time, the one-handed crack. Now, I want you to know that I have no footage of this, but I did manage to do it with my right hand. My left hand got some eggshell in the bowl, but it's fine. We go for around 2 or 3 or 4. I don't know, whatever. Okay. It's cracked. I can do this. Come on. Everything is fine. I got this. I can assure you that was with one hand. Just a little treat. Just a little treat. I'm gonna go through this out 1 second. No. Like a man. Okay, ready? This went so much worse than the first time. I didn't actually get any shell of her. You believe me though, right? Like that I did it. Right? Please. I'm begging you. You know, sometimes when you take a bite into something soft, you want a little crunch to add some variety. That's what the shell will offer, right? It'll be fine. Alright, back to whisking you away. Oh, it's my sink training. A whisk, a noise, a whisk, a noise, a whisk, noise. Whoosh. We were supposed to use a electric mixer, but we didn't have one. So, we had to use the homegrown mixer. I'm just like Scotty K now. Okay, so there are in fact banana chunks in here still. And I don't know if they need to be fully mashed, otherwise it'll come out clumpy and weird in the bread. I think the answer is probably yes. So what I'm going to do for you is reveal a secret, is I'm actually a Saiyan. And I'm going to go Super Saiyan on these bananas so that we enjoy a nice smooth bread. What happens next, well, only you and Kami will know. Don't tell anyone. I did my best. It's much more grown up now. My shoulder didn't love that, but it's okay. Now, shoulder injuries that I've just given myself aside, it is much smoother than it was before. And you'll almost be able to forgive me if you get a little banana bite in the bread. I kind of want to play with it again, but I think my editor/assistant would be annoyed with me. But like, they keep sending me slime videos, and they're like, look, they go, and I look at this, and I see slime, and I would be like, wait, no, slime, no, who needs it? I got mouth, okay. They laughed. Some people think I'm funny. Other people have taste. Okay. Alright. So we're going to be, I believe, cutting off 5 tablespoons of butter, and then we're going to melt it in, and then we're going to incorporate with our other ingredients. And then I gotta whisk it real good again. I can't always get it to sing for me, but there's some noises that I really like from cardboard and wood. Get in your hole. It's where you belong. Good butter. Get in your hole. You're literally lubricant. Why are you going in the... Okay. Is this anything? I don't think that's anything. But listen, I'm trying, I'm learning, I'm becoming a proper ASMRist. You could fit so much butter in this butter. I have melted the butter. I just told it sweet nothings, and then, you know, here's what happened. Oh, it smells good. Okay. And now we need to attempt a very dangerous maneuver. Don't try this at home, folks. So we are going to transfer our banana ingredients. Oh, I thought I got banana on my laptop and I was about to freak out. It's fine. Our banana ingredients into... So loud. Our banana ingredients into this bowl, because this is the only bowl that I have that's big enough to be able to whisk in, and we need to fluff up the butter or something into stiff peaks. That's what they said. Okay. I'll show you stiff peaks. Okay. Alright. Successfully transferred. Kind of looks like a pancake. Do you see that, camera A? There you go. Alright, let's rinse this out. We're going to be putting 1 cup of sugar in, and because I like to do everything difficultly, this is 3/4 cup. So we're just going to eyeball it out. Does this make noise? Ooh, it does. I'm a sweet boy. That's why I deserve all this sugar. That's what my mama said. And then she said I was a bad boy because I didn't study. And because I snuck out, and because I got suspended, and I got no food. But you know, I guess whatever. Who's winning now, Mom? I make ASMR on the internet. I've made it. My mom is very supportive. I'm just joking. Okay, so now we're doing 3/4 in. And I'm inhaling the sugar. Let it seep into my soul. And we're going to eyeball what that's about. What do you think, Acam? About 1/3? I think so. Alright, put you here. That was too loud. And then we'll mix in a delicious butter. Ooh. Interesting. I didn't expect that. Okay, so I'll put this to the side. So I can leave little butter rings for me to clean up later. Now, if you didn't know, if you weren't keeping up with my life, shame on you, how dare you be a new fan. I actually have injured my shoulder doing a bench press when I first started working out because I was pushing with my shoulders when I was pushing, and you don't want to do that. What you want to do is you want to lock your shoulders back and just push with your chest muscles. So this is frozen. I didn't know that. And my trainer didn't stop me. But it's okay, I forgive him. But now I gotta take that injury. And I gotta use this. I can try this arm, but this arm for some reason is so good at whisking. And this one just not as much. And I don't know, it's like when I use this hand, it's like a different person, you know? So it's like subscribe, like, and follow Whisk Noise. Subscribe. Now, you might be asking yourself, why is there a cutting board here? It's because I looked at my computer and it looks like really aesthetically nice. So, just to like justify it, I've now used it. It makes sense. So now that we have whisked our butter and sugar together, I was reassured that that was plenty and that it was not worth going to the hospital to make sure that the peaks were stiff enough. We are now mixing in our banana mixture. Nice. Now we would use the glass bowl, but I need to go hard on this. So I'll make sure to make good use of this bowl. Oh, look, my bell is shaking. Which reminds me about the notifications. Make sure to turn on that bell, like and subscribe for more. I looked at the analytics, only 50% of people who watch are subscribed. Do it. Please, 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 please. Okay, anyway. Our next step is to mix these all together. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Oh, wait. I got you. Whoosh, 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 whisk, 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 whoosh, 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 whoosh. Now we're adding our dry ingredients. I enjoy my little bell. Ooh, not yet, not yet. Okay, it was flying everywhere, so. But, it looks pretty good. It's starting to remind me of the thickness of, like, good pancake batter. That's not too bad. Oh, it's getting heavy, though. Not used to this much resistance. Okay, other hand, other person. What do you got in ya? Were you made of dreams? Or just memes? Are you ready to be born? Are you ready to die? I don't know what I'm saying either. But this is why you take improv classes. So you can yap while you cook. I got my degree in yaponomics. And I minored in narcissism. It's we pretty much just stare into like a river for like, once you do it for like about 12 hours, they just give you the degree. Back to our bread. Okay, let's see how that sounds. Oh, that's actually good. Okay. Now it's time we add our toasted pecans. Nice. If you leave me mean comments, this is what happens to you. Alright, so now we're going to be pouring our banana bread mixture into our little tin. And I'm gonna have to watch my camera. Look at this. This is actually very... Alright, take two. I'm gonna try to pour this in. I know this is gonna taste delicious, but this kind of reminds me of like a horrible kids movie, or like where the kids are having a bad time. It's like, here's your slop for lunch. Get your slop. Then Oliver Twist is like, can I have seconds? Like, no. You don't get seconds of slop. Slop is only for the good girls and boys and non-binary pals. Okay? You can have your nutrition cubes. Only the extra good ones get wet food. Oh, yes. Oh, that's nice. And then here, another noise I want to capture would be... So, what I want to do, I don't know if I'll be able to do this successfully, but I'm going to try for you. That's all this is me trying. Okay, I will clarify. I made no discernible ASMR noise going in the pan. And my assistant's hands are in their face right now. They're doing the... It's all part of the plan. The worse this goes, the more entertaining, right, Jan? This is good for you, right, Jan? Oh my god. But I did have the forethought to move the pot to closer to the wood, so when it did splat all over, it landed here and not on the table. It'll be fine. I had to wash it anyway. Okay. So unrelated, on the 9th, I'm getting tested for ADHD and. Okay. Wish me luck. This will probably come out after. If you remind me in the comments, I'll let you know if I got diagnosed. Wait, what day is it right now? Can you mouth the date to me, assistant? Oh, so tomorrow I get tested. That's fun. I think your voice is this much discernibly picked up by the mic, but it's fine because it's just a whisper. You will remain anonymous. No one wants to publicly support me, you see. It's because of, well, all the things I do. But if you're a brand who doesn't mind as a silly boy, and you're watching this thinking to yourself, man, the way he handles slop, 10 out of 10. You'd almost think he was an AI with the amount of slop he produces. Okay. Now there's a little bit still in the pot. But I've gotten, I'd say like 90% of it. So I think that's okay. Alright. So we're now going to be putting this in the oven for an hour and 30 minutes. And if you've been watching all of this, thank you. I don't know how much my editor is going to want to cut stuff out. I normally don't let them because I think my banter is funny. But I did like put the slop in the tin a lot for a while, and I don't know if your attention span is there, but you are watching ASMR, so like of attention spans, you are like really high. That or you're sleeping right now. And if you're sleeping, I hope you're having lovely dreams and that you remember when you wake up to like, comment, and subscribe and ring the bell if you want more notifications and would like to see my slop content. Okay, I'll see you in an hour and a half. Alright, so it's been an hour and a half, is what I would say to you if I was a liar. I accidentally turned the oven off, when I was trying to set the timer. And so it just sat at 150 or less. Maybe it was off, it was probably off. But then we put it in and we guessed an hour and 15 minutes should do it. And we got right. So let me go get that out of the oven for you. It is worth noting that it is currently 2:30 in the morning. And we were hoping to have this done hours ago. But here it is. I'm going to get a nice little shot for ACAM. I have no idea if this is good for ACAM because I can't see ACAM. But hopefully that was enough. You can hear my assistant debating whether or not to walk over and check if it's a good shot, and I'll give them a little wave to come into frame. So now that my assistant came and told me that this was perfect for ACAM, but not as perfect as you, dear white viewer. Okay, so now I like the sound of plastic more than I thought I would. Now these noises are as sweet as the sugar. And with a delicate hand that I do not have, we will attempt to powder this bad boy. So I think I've seen people do stuff like this before. It's not quite going how I wanted to. It's almost like clumped together. Look at that. Oh. It's okay. I'll just oh, good noise. Yeah, like find a noise. By the way, you should know the bottom of this is scorching hot. The edges are just not enough. I'm taking a very serious risk doing this, but listen to this. Sorry for bumping the mic. Now that I have successfully created first-degree burns in my stomach for you, and I don't know if that sound was as much as I wanted it to be. You let me know in the comments if this was a dud or if you liked it, because I'm kind of meh on it. Alright. Now we have to get this out somehow, and I'm going to ask my assistant how the heck we're going to do that. After careful consideration, we've decided just to wing it. Okay, so... Oh! The copious layers of oil I put in are majorly coming in clutch. I'm excited. So, maybe ill-advised, but I'll put more powdered sugar if necessary. The bottom is way too hot to touch. I'm just gonna... Okay, this is very hot, so... Ta-da! It looks incredible. I love to get bread. Oh, little reminder that you're absolutely not supposed to use metal on these ceramic pans. Dang, that looks really good. The refrigerator turned on, and so we had to go to the power switch. But anyway, that looks great. I shouldn't, but that is really good. No joke. I've had banana bread like for the last, I don't know, a few weeks, a few times, and this is the best banana bread. I mean, to be fair, it is warm out the oven, but that is so good. All right. I think this is a perfect 10 out of 10. There's nothing that I could improve. I am perfect. And so are you for watching this. I'm still crouched down because I can do this. Okay. Hi. So this was delicious. And I wish you could taste it, but you can imagine just the most heavenly, fluffy, and warm piece of banana bread you've ever encountered. Thank you for hanging out on this journey. I really appreciate your support. And let me know if you want more stuff like this, or what noises you specifically liked or even hated. Are you a fan of plastic on plastic, or maybe plastic bag? Like, how are we feeling? But yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.